Damien Caison says, "This ain't checkers, it's chess. Time will tell." Going on now, we got somebody in the weight room. Who is
We'll
it?
save the top three
We're
for
gonna
later
say
in
the
the
top
show.
three. We got iPhone back. iPhone
iPhone.
returned. Is it Jason Brady once again back to hit us up? Because he got more to say. Who we got on there?
No.
It's the man himself. Let him
What's
on, let
up?
him talk. The architect behind one of the most dominant defenses in the four-state history. The man who brings the adrenaline out there. And when that defense lines up, it's a rush to watch. Welcome to the show, Dame himself, Damien Caison.
What's up, Joey? What's up, Keith?
Hey, thanks for coming on here tonight, bro.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show tonight, Dame. Well, Dame, first official nine-man game in a while. How did it feel to get back out there on the field?
Man, it felt good. I don't care where it was, who it was against. I was waiting for that. It's been a long shoot, 16 some months since I've played a meaningful nine-man game. So it's been a minute. So definitely couldn't wait for that all week. I was like, yep, let's get it. The fact that it was going to be a tough team like the Bees and then the Villains. I mean, to me, I see y'all doing those power rankings and stuff, and I agree with most of it, but Bees can't be number 5. I mean, we did put a donut up on them, but as far as coming down to it, like that's too much talent. They're gonna get it together. Like
They
they
do
have no
got the
other
talent.
choice.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They got the talent. It's just when you got that much talent, you yourself, Dane, have to agree. You can't get blown out like that.
Yeah, nah, like you right. Like, and the thing that gets me is like, yes, they were missing some leadership, but they still had some guys that are leaders that was on that sideline. So like it's still no excuse. Like, don't get me wrong, the Spartans, like I know you say I bring the adrenaline and y'all right, like I'm always gonna be hyped. But the fact you can mix that with the energy that them young boys have on the Spartans, that's what like it's a dangerous combination. The fact that we could bring Cortez over and SP, Sean Parker, to go along with the defense because you got to think about it, like Spartans had a good defense last year in the Washington County. Now you
Mhm.
had me, you had the guys I brought with me, you had the AJs up front, you had the Cortez and the Sean and the back, like in the secondary. We was missing Cato, and then on top of that, we was missing one of the best pass rushers in the DMV. I ain't gonna throw a name out there, but
I think
a
I know
little,
who you're talking about.
a little hint. But the defense, like when you have dogs like that, and like like I can point some stuff out, and you guys see like the Cortezes and the Shawns, they already see things in the secondary. Plus, you got dogs that's already been with the Spartans, so it's easy when you got pieces like that. Just like I had when I was running ADR, like it's real easy to do what you want on defense and dominate. We play two totally different defenses against two opponents, so the fact you can do that and still only give up 6 points, like that just shows what kind of defense we're gonna bring. And the fact we was missing some dogs up front and in the secondary, yeah, that's as much credit as like I appreciate you giving me. Shit, the Spartans got some dogs. I'm telling y'all, like
I
them
believe it.
boys, them boys don't know how to act when they get out of Martinsburg. I'm telling you, them young boys, they don't know how to act. You put them on a football field, they're gonna show off. So, you know what I mean? We got something brewing over there. We definitely we happy, but we not content. Like looking back at it, like Keenan was putting some of them balls on a dot, man. And I seen Keenan play for like I brought Keenan on one of my 8-man teams with Jazz, like, to be honest, probably like 5 years ago. Huh?
Jazz Harrison.
Yes. So because I played ball with Jazz like 6, 7 years ago out in Winchester. But I brought Keenan out there. So I've known Keenan for a little while, man. And I'm telling you right now, that boy, he balling. Like, he was putting some shifts on the dot. And what I mean is we can get better. Like, our receivers was dropping passes they usually don't drop. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We probably should have scored 30 plus points in both games. The way the offensive line was giving him time, the way he was putting the ball on the money. So we can get better because they already made some big time plays. Y'all seen the athletes we got. So we just fine-tuned some things. We was missing some flag pulls on defense. We had some mental mistakes that luckily we were able to buckle down in the red zone and hold people out the end zone. But we didn't play perfect at all. So that's what also gets me excited about this team is like we went out there against two of the top 3 teams, if you personally ask me, in the league between the Villains and the Bees. I think they in the top 3 or 4. And to go out there and do what we did in 8 quarters, I mean, I can't be any more happy about that.
You guys definitely had one hell of a debut in the KFFL. You're absolutely right about the Bees with the star power, and that's one reason why I personally have them at 5. I know I expect so much more out of the guys that we have on that team. Hopefully this gives them that little bit more motivation to come back here this week against Primetime. But you guys definitely came and showed what you were made of. And this was the first time I really got to watch you guys in 9-man outside. All I really had to watch was the 5-man tournament. But it was impressive to watch you guys. And you're definitely going to be a team to reckon with here this year.
I appreciate that, man. Respect. And like I said, just looking out there when I was on the field at some of the talent y'all had on that B side, man, even with the dogs y'all had there, I know y'all gonna get it together. And then you add Tay, Larry, and Tyler. We're gonna see y'all again. See y'all again.
Those are 3 big pieces. Everybody knows it. I have all the faith in my Bees. We're going to climb up this power rankings ladder, and we're definitely going to be there whenever push comes to shove. So we'll definitely see you again. You take this W, you enjoy it. You enjoy your time, take the opportunity, rub it in as much as you want.
No.
I'm not you, your team, the uncut page was awfully chatty, and you guys had your reasons and the privilege to do it. But when it comes time down to it, we're gonna be there and we're gonna be relentless. So
yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see you again. Yeah, I don't think we see y'all on our schedule in the regular season, but I'm banking on it. We're gonna see y'all again.
Oh, we'll see you again. Absolutely. Appreciate you.
I wanted to ask him real quick about this week's opponents. Outlaws to kick it off 9-15. Did you get a chance to check out the Outlaws at all, Dame?
So I got to see a little bit of the game when I got there. I think I made it by like midway through the 3rd, so I got to see most of the 4th quarter. I'm gonna be not trying to be disrespectful.
It's an honest show, my man.
I'm working on myself.
You gotta, bro. You know what my philosophy is on my show.
We gonna bust they ass like shoes. Nah.
Not gonna be a dip, but we're gonna bust your ass.
Me better than trying to sting their ass.
Come on now. Come on now. Leave my boy Chad out of this. All right. He's not here to back himself up.
Nah, but that was wild. That's definitely pause. That was wild. But nah, they look like a solid, like they're gonna put up a fight. Obviously, they're not gonna give up. I don't expect that. we gonna have to come out and bring the same energy. With that being said, but we not overlooking anybody. We out here every time to get better. Offense is out there to work on their game and get ready for Ocean City. Defense is ready to do the same thing, bring the energy. We, Joey, personally, I don't really look at certain teams. I look at goals and objectives. I want to have the best scoring defense this KFFL league's ever seen. I don't want to give up another point. That's my goal every year. I don't want touchdowns. I don't like them. My goal is to go into every game and not let anybody see the end zone. The fact that the villains saw that and it hurt me. Like, I want donuts every time, or you can go ahead and kick a field goal. That's what you're getting. But touchdowns, I don't like them. So that's our goal every game. So that's going to be the goal. There's going to be no
I have the
let-ups no matter
record
who
for
we
you,
play.
actually, Dame.
Yeah, I don't think you can't beat the record. Unfortunately, you guys didn't do good enough in week
have
1.
to surrender 0.72 points per game to have the record at the very least. 0.72727272.
How many games we played?
72727273.
Who did that? X Dogs or
X Dogs in the very first season only allowed 8 points in 11 games.
That's not fair. That first season.
I'm pretty sure it was only 6. I'm pretty sure it was only 6, Joey. I think they only gave up 6 points.
It's less than that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody in the comments there that might know, if I was a betting man, which I am, I believe the record is 6.
I think, yeah, so that'd be 0.5454545454545455.
All right. Well, yeah, that's damn.
That's a goal for next year, my man.
So far, the Spartans are averaging 3 points per game surrendered.
How many games we got in this season? 8.
I think there's 7. I think there's 7 more games left.
Yeah, I think everybody has 8. Is what I want to say.
Or hey, we have 8 or 9 games, and we don't give up another point.
There's a tie.
Nah. But that's wild. The fact that X Dogs did that, I'm not going to speak about the competition they did that against. I'd like to say that the competition this year is a lot stronger than KFFL had the first year or
You're telling me
any other year.
That Shippensburg Medical Squad or whatever they were called can compete in today's KFFL?
Yeah, nah. It's definitely came a long way. I can tell you that by watching a lot of the games. I sat in the parking lot, chilled, watched some games. So definitely see that the KFFL has definitely gotten a lot better from first couple years they were in the league.
I 100% agree. This is the best KFFL season I think that they're going to have. Because you take a look at it, like spring is always good for KFFL. In 2019, we had about 6 teams up here. That was the season with X Dogs. Who can forget the Immortals as well that season?
Yeah.
Zach Ruby basically doing a Madden fantasy draft team and just bringing in anybody. I still remember the story where they recruited Sean Motes based on the fact that he looked like a big guy to play line, and that was it. They knew nothing about him going in. And with that came a team that got to the championship. But this KFFL is better than the one that we won, and it's better than the one the Misfits won by a mile. This is the best you're going to get because all of the established talent from this area is playing in Keystone this season. And you look at who's coming in.
They're spread out too.
Yeah. And that's what makes this league very interesting because you got to think there's no other Saturday league in the area in the spring, period. And with that being said, I always say it. Until they're on a roster, everybody is a free agent.
You're right. Like, that's the thing. Like, it was crazy because, don't get me wrong, AJ's my boy. AJ was at my house for the Super Bowl party. He comes over for cookouts all the time. AJ's my guy. but I didn't even go out and recruit AJ. I honestly thought AJ was already on the team. AJ hit Don up. Like he realized, like he knew we was all playing with the Spartans. AJ hit Don up like an hour before, like or 2 hours before the game. I was like, "Hey, you got a spot?" Who the hell gonna say no to AJ? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a D lineman if need be. If like everything hit the fan, he can even go in at center and get the job done. Like who gonna say, you know what I mean? So the fact that some of these pieces just fell in line, don't get me wrong, I had to hit up some of my dogs and be like, hey, let's go get one. And you think about what, like I said, what the Spartans already had, like the recruiting thing is real. You see what the Bees picked up. Like TJ's got a squad. He's got people that was missing this week, obviously. Like, so it's just like KFFFL is gonna, and then X Dogs, you know what I mean? Like Matty Ice is, like you were saying, I'm glad you give Matty his respect because I don't mean any disrespect to the X Dogs because they're my guys. They got a top O line no matter where you go. They got a top O line. If Matty Ice has some real weapons, like I mean, like some ADR, Showtime, Misfits, AFN, like some real weapons with that O line and Matty, like that. Matty's different. Matty Ice is different. You gotta give him respect. You got to like he gonna find a way, and he's always found it with no disrespect. Less than stellar athletes out wide. Just keeping it real. He'll have like he's had his years where he's had some athletes out there, like one or two, but it's never been to the point to where like, oh shit, like you gotta worry about three or four guys. Nah, give him some weapons like that, and you'll really see.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Matt is one of those guys who he's a rare talent, and I look forward to seeing that matchup later in the season with X Dogs and Spartans. I feel like that's going to be a very interesting game, especially if they end up meeting later on in the postseason. I feel like that's a potentially really damn good matchup. Your other opponent for this weekend is Prime Time. You played them actually back in Greencastle back in January during the Four State Fours tournament. Spartans were victorious in that game, 19-13. Absolutely good game broke out between you two. Prime Time was a little more loaded that day. And honestly, I think the team they have now is not anywhere close to the team they had then. Your impressions of Prime Time going into this matchup?
All right, so I watched them a little bit. I haven't really. I'll sit back probably tonight, uh, pull me a glass, roll up, watch the game, watch some film on them and Venom, or I mean Outlaws, not my bad, but watch the Venom and Primetime game, I think it was, and then watch them play Reckless Villains also. But it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be at first a tough game, a close game. Like if we don't come out, like I said, with that energy, and we don't come out and make a statement early, I think they're a team that's not going to like, they're not going to lay down. They got some, like y'all just said, y'all talking about Howard and like, they're not going to lay down. I can tell you that much. Like none of the teams in this league, like we're going to physically try and make you quit. That's the goal, especially the defense. Like we're going to play a physical style ball. We're going to physically try to make you quit. But I don't think these teams going to tap out. Like I think it's going to be a close game at first, and then it's just Keenan's gonna get things rolling, and next thing you know, it's gonna look a little bit like it did with the Bees. So, I mean, I think they're a solid team. I don't think we could sleep on them, but I just like I said, we're treating every team the same. There's certain teams, obviously, because of some of the talk on the internet and some of the history that you obviously like you get up for a little bit more. But man, this is my comeback season. We the way these guys are already acting, The way that I feel about being back, the way that like Cortez said it on Facebook, like these young boys, true, they making us feel a certain type of way, like us older guys out there, like these young boys celebrating, they talking shit, they live. Like, I mean, y'all know how I like to play. So the fact that I got even more dogs around me that like that, true, man, I'm excited. I'm ready. So no disrespect to primetime or outlaws, but the way I look at it, they just in the way. They're just another notch on the schedule. Like we gotta go out there do our job. I know they got some dogs over there, but as long as we play how the Spartans supposed to play, can't nobody beat us but ourselves. I fully believe that shit. So I think they got some athletes. Definitely got some athletes. I give them that. But that O line, they couldn't hold up against Venom like that. Like I get it. Maybe Reckless Villains didn't get as many sacks because they had bigger rushers. They had more physical guys that's gonna plug holes and shit like that. They're not gonna run down no quick or agile quarterback or none of that shit. But the Spartans, they got a mixture of that. They got a mixture of your big guys. Then you could add some speed out there. The primetime O line couldn't handle all the defensive lines they played.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on that play by Pat Freedom back to back,
Ooh.
Nate Barrick?
All right,
Ooh.
Jay. So I hear people talking about, oh, he played D line. He not an O lineman. He a grown ass man. He a grown ass man. I understand getting got once. Like, okay, it happens. Like it's, but I'd be damned if it happens again. On fact, they said that shit happened back to back. Hell no. I don't care. D line, O line, wide receiver. I've seen wide receivers step down on the A circuit, and then Boone's offense have to block against some of the best pass rushers in the country, and they don't get sat down like that. That shit's about heart. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you. That's what I'm saying. He better not show up against us. I'm, I'm telling you now.
Okay.
Oh my
He better
goodness.
not show up against us because that that shit's gonna happen over and over and over again. If he think he gonna come with that type, he better sit the fuck down. I'm sorry. That's
No, yeah, I
that's
have.
that's pitiful. Like I said, forget being an O line or a D lineman. I ain't no O lineman, but I'm at least gonna show some heart. Like, come on, man. That Pat put that man. I don't. It's
And then the next drive, they put him on the other side against Cash, and Cash got by him immediately.
yeah. What is he doing? Like he's an 8-man lineman. He's used to like tapping you on the shoulder and turning around, talking about ball, ball, ball.
Well, the thing about their 8-man
Bro,
up
this
in York, up in Hanover, their 8-man, their linemen are all three down like a 9. And honestly, what I saw last week, they didn't
oh
really have much passes to the linemen during that tournament.
well
Up in
damn.
Hanover.
Well
But
then I don't know. I don't know if he didn't watch like any other games before. Like I don't know if he was just throwing the ball back and forth with his guys or whatever and didn't watch any of the games beforehand. But I, this not man shit different. Like they they not they're not just gonna patty cake around you. Like that was like don't get me wrong, Pat's been working and that boy always go hard, 100%. Ever since I saw him play out in Winchester, that man go 110% every play. It's like he don't get tired. I don't know what it is, but nah, man, if you better bring your big boy pants on motherfucking Saturday. You playing the Spartans and you out there tiptoeing like that. Can't tiptoe around my football field. I'm sorry. Somebody gonna lay you down.
And with that ferocious of a pass rush, shoo. Prime time, you got to hit up somebody from York. Hit up Earl Leonard if you have to. You at least somebody up there.
You better call somebody. I don't know what to tell you.
I think you guys are going to have a lot of success this weekend with your matchup against the Outlaws. I don't think that one's going to be much of a competition, maybe at first, but as the game progresses, I think you got that one pretty much in hand. Primetime could end up surprising us with another game. They had both the top two games last week. They could bring another couple ballers this week. So I wouldn't sleep on them, but I'd have you guys probably projected to win that one as well. So this could be one hell of a start to a KFFL legacy here for Spartans.
Man, we trying to go get one for Don. That's the goal. Honestly, I'm saying trying to get one for Don. Their mindset is they trying to get two. That's everybody on the Spartans who's playing in county. That's their mindset. They trying to go get two.
So I'm gonna make a point. Don actually that Saturday marked the 5-year anniversary of when Don debuted in Washington County with Food Lion back in the spring of 2016.
Think about that.
Yeah, his very first team. They went out there and actually we're gonna post some footage after this game of a very early Don Brown game, 2016 Survivors versus Food Lion. That was a good game back then. And you'll see just how this franchise evolved. You know, Dame, you were there when Don had that Spartans team originally in Washington County.
Mm-hmm.
And
we TMT played them.
Yeah, and you guys actually had a very competitive game back in the spring of 17 against them. I believe that was your all second game. You had beaten the Warriors the week prior by 40, and then you came out against the Spartans, and that was a very competitive game that came down to the very end.
Yeah, that was. I remember that game.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think how far everybody from back then has came along in this area. Like the flag football has definitely stepped up since 2017.
Yeah. And I was on the phone earlier with my new boss on Sundays, Mr. Terrell Gordon of the OMFFL, and we were talking about the growth of flag football in both this region, of course, of Owings Mills. And I told him, like, man, like the talent we have here is so underrated. And it's tough to get us out there on the circuit. A lot of guys, they work weekend jobs. And a lot of guys, they don't have the money to make it work. You yourself, you saw the struggle, Dane, when you were trying to compete on the A bracket circuit with ADR many years ago.
Yeah, it's tough making sure you got guys out there. Not just guys. When you playing on the A circuit, you gotta have guys in the right position. You can't have some just random dude out there playing DB because he's a good athlete. Like you gotta have DBs out here. You got wide receivers who know what they're doing, know how to run routes, know how to attack the ball. They know how to use their body. They know how to lean. They know how to play football. They've been doing it their whole lives. You're playing against D1 NFL athletes. Like it's no joke. So it is hard. Like it's different. Man. It is different. Like and even now, like the B bracket is no slouch. Like that's just not a cupcake. Like because people got to understand. Like just because it's the B bracket, don't get me wrong. There's some teams in there you gonna go in there. You're gonna win by 2-3 touchdowns. But them top teams in the B bracket, yeah, they ain't no joke. You ain't gonna just walk into a B bracket tournament, come out with the trophy and think, yeah, this shit gonna be easy. Nah, like I'm telling you, that B bracket gonna open some people's eyes at Ocean City. Like circuit ball is different. Like you got to be able to bring it. It's a whole different atmosphere out there. Like the physicality is totally different. Like if you've never played outside of KFFL or Washington County, you gonna be in for a whole rude awakening.
Exactly. And, I'm not going to say names, but, somebody was in the comment section in the Uncut page the other day talking about how this game made fun for them. If you're not having fun, go out there on the circuit. Go out there, get challenged. I go back to my experience in Virginia Beach back in 2015 playing for the Red Knights. My first circuit game off the gate was the Blue Chargers. And standing across from me at that game on the other side was the man himself, Mike D, who just won the A bracket national championship 2 months ago at Nationals. And I look back at that talent I faced that day, not just Blue Chargers. I had to play against Rideout right after that. That's a baptism into the circuit when you have a team like BC who was dominant for a period in this game, and a team like Rideout, who has had 15 years of success on the B circuit, a team that's a perennial top 5, top 10 team every year. It's different. And I came away from that. I played 40 snaps that weekend. 40. I had more reps that weekend than I did on any team I ever played for or even coached. I played for the Red Knights more than TBT. Let's put it like that. And I came away that weekend realizing what this game is and seeing what it takes to win on that level. And a lot of guys here, a lot of guys who think they are tough, they are big in the hometown. If you want to show your worth, you go out there and you travel the circuit, because you'll see what's out there and what it takes to be a winner. A lot of you guys may not make it, but the ones who thrive in that environment are destined to have a lot of fun play ahead. And I'm really looking forward, because you think about it, Dane, Spartans, X-Dogs, Bees, all of them are going to be at Ocean City. 3 KFFL teams.
Definitely a strong rep.
That's big for the KFFL to keep like 3 teams that are playing in the spring season, like in that actual season, and they're going to the Ocean City. Like, how many teams the Washington County got going? Broadax, and I guess you could count Spartans.
Yeah, Broadax and Spartans. So 2 teams. You could argue maybe the Spartans are more of a keystone team now. Identities don't mean anything. Everyone's trying to get bump at this point. You hear about how a lot of teams are playing in both OMFFL and MAFL on Sundays now. Everybody's just trying to get the work in to be better out there on the circuit, because at the end of the day, it don't matter what you're doing in your backyard against, like you said over the years, Dame, high school janitors and gym teachers.
Nah, you right. You using my words against me. You right. It ain't nothing to do this shit out here. Like you supposed to. Like, that's what I'm telling these guys. Like we supposed to go out here and handle business. We supposed to go out here and let teams know they're not on our level. There's levels to this shit. It's always been my favorite saying. Like we got to go out there and in county and in Keystone, you gotta make a statement. You gotta fine tune some things, work on your craft in these leagues, so that when you go out to Ocean City, when you go to Virginia Beach, Atlantic City, Nationals, when you make these trips against the best of the best, you ready, because you can't simulate that. You just gotta go out here and take shit serious. And no matter if you're playing the Outlaws or the Killer Bees or the X-Dogs, you gotta treat them like you going up against main event, like you going up against Rampage, Misfits, PME. You gotta treat it like that.
Yeah, we saw that approach on ADR when you all murdered Doom Squad.
Yeah, we don't take, like I said, I'm gonna try and bring that same attitude and swag with me everywhere I go. So when we play Outlaws, when we play Prime Time, when we play Venom, it's time to set personal goals. I'm gonna tell these young boys, this is your game to go out there and get 4 tutties. This is your game to go out there and show off. Like, so let's go do it. Let's not mess around and make it a close game. Let's go out there and break records. Let's go out there and start your legacy. So every game is a chance to make a name for yourself. So sorry, Outlaws, prime time. We try and make a name for ourselves.
And making name, the Spartans will this week. Got to give a shout out, Tri-State Spartans. They're going to come out balling this week. We're looking forward to it. I'm going to ask you one more question. Your impressions on the matchup Sunday with the Spartans against Broadaxe. I know you're not allowed to be in Williamsport, but I want your opinion on that matchup.
Man, what I would give to play in that game. My opinion is Broadex has added some pieces. I mean, there's some talks out there. Broadex ain't got the same old little shit they got. They done added some athletes. They done added some dogs. So I think Broadex gonna have a good team. I think Spartans is rolling right now. I think Spartans is they was coming in before KFFL. You guys see the game they had against Showtime, even though they lost, the last meaningful football game they played was Showtime that, and then before that in the five or however the times they work in that 5-man tournament, like they've been rolling. They riding the wave right now. After these last 2 games in KFFL, after these next 2 games in KFFL, they're gonna be on a they're gonna be on a roll. So it's gonna be a good game. I definitely think it could go either way if the Spartans don't stay together and believe in themselves like they have been, like and realize that what they got can overcome a bad player too. Like a bad player too don't ruin you. So if they realize they can overcome that, Spartans should win. They should. I think the Spartans, honestly, right now, the way they're rolling, I think they should win that game. Broadax, Tom got a team out there. So I mean, it's definitely. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to come down to who takes care of the ball and who, I mean, capitalize off the mistakes. Like that's who's going to win this game. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be physical. Like I said, I think Spartans pull it out in a close one. Obviously, I'm biased, but Broadex got a squad.
They indeed have a squad. I'm looking forward to that game. I won't be there for it. I'll be at Owings Mills over in Essex, Kenwood High. We'll have some games that day from there. Anybody willing to go down there and attempt to go live from the river boat in Williamsport? Feel free to try. If not, I recommend taking video on your phone and doing commentary on the phone while you're calling the game. It's a pretty good idea. Something that I did a while back, actually, when I had no service, and something that shout out to the big man Israel Veloda does. He does that up there for New Era Flag Football, and of course, any team him and his brother are a part of. But I'd like to see that film. I'd like to see how that goes. Looking forward to it. Big weekend for the Spartans. 3 games total for that franchise this weekend. Don's got them getting ready for what's to come with Ocean City. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. Stay tuned, man. Look out for the Spartans. This ain't it. The only way to go is up. There's a bunch of young boys on that team. They're not going nowhere. There's a reason. Y'all know me. I'm not just gonna put my name on anything. I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, I'll come rock with y'all. Like, there's a reason. I saw what this team was doing even before I jumped on last year. I saw where they was headed. I saw the pieces they had. Spartans on the way up. That's all I can say.
And I can't wait to see how this team grows throughout the season. Damien, Caison, thank you for joining us tonight. Big shout out to you on your comeback. Looking forward to the tour. Can't wait to see what happens in 2021 for Damn Dame.
Appreciate
Good luck
you,
this
man.
weekend, my man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Dame. Thank you for joining us tonight.